What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you guys don't know me, my name is Jason Alex. Today I'm gonna do a version of soft drag makeup with a lace front application. So without further ado, let's begin. So nothing new that I do. I'm just brushing up my brows with the Joico Spider Glue. Just up and out. Okay, so I primed my eyelid with a eyeshadow base and then a concealer on top. So now I'm gonna go in with Dirty Blonde from MAC. This is the fluid line. And I like this color for my brows because they're already full. This one just adds a little bit more color and it gives it more shape, but it also kind of lightens it up a little bit. So I'm just gonna sharpen it from side to side. And then start the tail first. I always do the tail first just because I want it more defined there versus the beginning of my brow. So I already planned this look in my head. So what I'm gonna do is a graphic liner. I've been in a graphic eyeliner mood lately, as you guys can tell from my Instagram stories and my posts. So I prepped my eyelid as I mentioned. Now I'm gonna go in with Studio Fix powder and a blending brush with 224 and set that concealer. And because I'm doing a graphic liner, you wanna remove all of the excess oils and moisture on the eyes. Okay, so how I get this, I kind of look straight into the mirror, chin up a little bit, and then take my eyeliner brush, and then I got some pink, like fluid line. I kind of went out, but see it's kind of acting as if it's going towards my temple and not the tail of my brow. I went out, and then I went back in and went halfway. So I stopped right where the pupil is and where my arch is. So I did that for both eyes, and then I'm gonna kind of gauge what kind of eye shape I want. So I really want my eyes to be open, so I'm gonna start the triangle here, and I'm gonna bring my lower lash line down. I'm gonna create a new one basically. So again, like, you know, in my past videos I've said get the shape down and then clean it up later. That's basically the same thing you want to do. Don't try to make it perfect because it's just going to take hella long. And I do plan to do like white liner, like right in the inner corner, so I'm going to leave a negative space for that. I'm also going to bring it out so it has like a really beautiful wing-like effect. And then because the skin around the under eye is very thin, you want to use less pressure in this area because the brush could create a bumpy texture and you don't want that. You really want everything to look smooth. Okay, so I lined the top of my eye to connect the inner corner, and then I kind of bring it out, created a little triangle, and then did like this round shape above my natural crease and connected it with this sharp line here. Then I kind of move my brush this way and then I dragged it up to create this kind of round shape. So now I'm just defining it and then filling it in at the same time. So it's kind of similar to the look that I previously did, but just in a pink shade. And then, of course, I'm gonna do rhinestones around it. I just want to get this shape down and then fill it in. Then I want to do like a print. I just don't know what print to do. So pretty already. I'm gonna define it, I'll be back. Alright, so I matched that eye to this eye. I'm just gonna go ahead and define it a little bit more using the same techniques, just using back and forth motions. on the side of my angle brush. So this one needs to be a little bit more sharp. Cool. Cool, I'm gonna clean up around the edge and then set it with eyeshadow. So I just got this in the mail because it was on sale at Ulta, the James Charles mini palette, and I'm just gonna use this pink shade called Skip and a small dense brush. You guys see that? I'm gonna use the tip of the brush and then set each portion of this eyeshadow. I also find when you do this, you're making it last longer, but also it's gonna look a lot more intense on camera. And then I made up my mind. I'm gonna do a cow print design on the pink. And then we're gonna add rhinestones. So I'm setting it first just so I can clean up after. That makes more sense. But look at how intense that pink is. Alright, now so I'm gonna clean it up with a makeup wipe and a clean angle brush. Nothing new, I always do this technique. I'm just gonna go ahead and define the lower part first. Wipe it clean. And keep doing this until everything is nice and crisp. Also do the inner portion, the lid. It's kind of not clean over here. And if you feel like you wiped away the concealer, you could always just go in with like a lighter powder, because that's what I'm gonna do anyway in the negative space, just to kind of highlight the shape of this graphic eye. Alright, so now we're gonna do some white shadow in the negative space. This one is called Flashback, and I'm gonna use a small brush like this, and then just gonna pat it underneath and carve out that pink. Only because I want it to pop a little bit more. And that way on camera, that pink just looks very vibrant because of this white backdrop. Okay, so now it's time to add some acrylic paint. I'm gonna do the MAC Pure White and then a clean angle brush. I'm sorry, clean eyeliner brush. And I like this stuff because it's super matte and it lasts really long. So I'm just gonna use this in the inner corner of my eye to make them appear bigger. Ooh, that looks so cool. And then I'm gonna do the outer portion. And then I'm gonna go back with the pink and then define it a little bit more. Alright, so I'm gonna go back to the eyes later. I just want to do my complexion. So I mixed Stellar and Maybelline 24-hour stay or whatever it is, super stay, and then NARS tinted glow booster. I mixed all three together. This is just gonna make it very dewy, and I wanted to mix them because they've been sitting around, so I want to use it and not let it expire. So for this, I like doing a dual fiber brush and then stipple this on. So because it's soft drag, I want a little bit of full coverage but a glow. And the reason why I call it soft drag is because I'm not really covering my eyebrows. I will do a full drag video soon, so stay motherfucking tuned. Oh, love how it looks. Alright, so we're gonna conceal with the Born This Way multi-use in Swan. I think that's all I need really, because this is super full coverage. And then I'm gonna use the blending brush that I used for the powder on my eye. Alright, so we're gonna set my under eye. I'm gonna use Cover FX Translucent with the 79 brush from Sephora. Oh shit. And you want to do this in a pressing motion. You don't want to swipe it yet. So I'm just gonna lightly do that around my nose, under my eye. And I'm using a little bit of product at a time. I'm not using a lot. I still want my skin to shine through naturally. And then I'm gonna take a full coverage powder and then set the rest of my face. And that powder is a Born This Way powder. I think this color is medium, I'm not sure. And I'm just lightly pressing it on. Just where I need it. So because the look is going to be very monochromatic, I'm going to do Orgasm X from NARS. I love this blush. If you guys like Orgasm, you guys would love this one too. It's a little bit more vibrant. So if I kind of added more pinks into the original one, you might get this color. And it does have a nice sheen to it too. So I feel like it could go with any skin tone. As the original Orgasm, it kind of doesn't go for a lot of deep skin tones. But look how pretty that is. It gives it a very youthful glow, and that's what I love about pink blushes. It just makes me look very young, like youthful. Who doesn't want to look young? Do some on the nose. And then of course I'm going to contour. I'm going to do the NARS matte bronzer in Laguna. I'm just going to hit the hairline really quick. And I'm just going to do a tapping motion. And then I'm going to buff after. Hit the side of the cheeks. Just go back and forth, let the brush do all the work. And then I'm gonna hit the side of the nose. For nose contour, I don't really pay too much attention to mines because I feel like I have a weird nose to contour. So I just do a very light contour on my nose. And then don't forget underneath the jawline and chin.
My nigga 2 for the goat, these other niggas basic.
So pretty. Cool, so my base is down, so now I'm gonna start adding some print. So I decided to do a cow print. I'm not sure how it's gonna turn out or if it's gonna go well with the very edgy graphic liner, but I'm just gonna do it just for fun and hope for the best. I think it's gonna come out great, but I don't know about cows and edginess, if that goes together, but you know, makeup has no rules. I'm just gonna go for it. So in order to do that, I'm gonna do a black liquid liner and then just create little circular motions as clean as I can and make it look like a cow. Move, bitch, move. I mean, it's cute, it's getting there, getting cute. Oh, I fucked up. But that's okay, because that's where I'm gonna put the rhinestone. And you wanna try to keep your eyes open, because if your eyes are like my shape, or if they're hooded like mine's, they are gonna crease, so try to keep your eyes open when you do this part. Okay. I feel it, I'm feeling it, I can dig it. Would I do this again? Probably not. Alright, so make sure you guys have different variations of sizes. So there's like large, medium, and small little dots. That's kind of what you want to kind of give it this texture. That way it kind of, you know, works with the whole look. Because if it's too, you know, uniform, it might, you know, look too planned. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's what it looks like. So pretty, I really like it. So now I'm gonna take some glue with a Q-tip and then mark where I want my rhinestones. The rhinestones I'm using has like a iridescent, like pinky blue undertone. It's really pretty. I'll show you guys right now. So I like to start off in the middle with like a medium size. Bitch. If I can grab one. Here you are. I grab one. And then I'm using a wax pen. Wax pens will help. These, a lot of nail artists use them because rhinestones are hella small. And then I'm just applying it where the glue is. So again, I just start with bigger sizes and then I'll do smaller ones. I don't want to do big size, like really big ones, because it might take away from the whole look. I really want the eyeliner to pop, but then with a little bit of sparkle. So yeah, I'm gonna do this off camera. All right, so those are the rhinestones. They're small, medium, and large from Amazon, but they have like this beautiful pink reflex and I love it. So now I'm gonna do a lash primer and then do my mascara. Just kind of do a bump and wiggle and back and forth. And primers are important if you want very full, natural looking lashes, but it's also gonna make your mascara last all day. So while that is drying, I'm gonna do a lip liner. This one is Processed Magenta, or Heroin from MAC, sorry. There's a matching lipstick to go with this, so I'm just gonna use this in the waterline. And because it's kind of like a purple pinky shade, I want to use this shade because it's gonna darken up my lower lash line as opposed to using a pink. So it just adds a little definition, not so much. And I'm just kind of warming it against the back of my hand before I go in, just so it's a little bit more creamy. So now we're gonna add the white eyeliner in the white portion. So for that, I'm gonna do pure white. Just to kind of tie the look together. So pretty, oh my gosh. Right, so we're gonna do the tubing mascara from Kevyn Aucoin. This one I love because of the brush. And I'm just gonna do a back and forth or side to side and then go up. Do a bump and wiggle to get each lash. I'm so excited for this part because they're my new pair of lashes. So this one is from Lash Script. It's in the pink color, but they're 3D mink lashes. They're a new brand and they are already colored for you. Look how pretty that is. So shout out to them for, you know, sending me these lashes. So I'm gonna just go ahead and let the glue dry for 30 seconds and then pop them on with my MAC lash applicator. So lay it on top of your natural lashes and then push it in by section. Very gently. Oh my god, I love it. I fucking love this already. I wish I had pink mascara, but it's okay. This works for me actually. I feel like because my natural lashes are black and then they kind of add definition, but then yet you can still see the pink going through the false lashes. So pretty. Oh my god, I love. These are so light too, by the way. So pretty. So yeah, the trick to gluing lashes, you just gotta let that glue dry, get it tacky. So pretty, oh my gosh. All right, we're gonna do the lip and then I'm gonna show you guys how I glue down my lace fronts. So let's line my lips. I'm gonna do Boldly Bare and Stone from MAC. I like to do Boldly Bare first. And I'm doing back and forth strokes. And as you guys can see, I'm also stretching my mouth just so I can get a little bit more of a straight line. I like to make my lips a little bit more fuller, so I go a little bit above my Cupid's bow. Kind of almost straight across. And then when I get to this portion of my lip, I just kind of go down. So to get your lips very symmetrical, make sure you do the same motion that you do on this side, like on this side as well. So if you're gonna go down here, go down here. And then if you're gonna go under and then go up, make sure you do the same motion on this side. That way they both match. So now that Boldly Bare is on, I'm gonna do Stone in the corner. This is gonna act as a kind of like a contour. And then with this motion, I'm starting from underneath and then go up, but I'm also just creating 2 triangles on both sides of my lip. That way my mouth looks a lot more pouty and more fuller. And then I'm going to go back with Boldly Bare and then just go on top of the stone. That's going to help blend the 2 together. Right, let's do the other eye. The other part of my mouth. And that's why I use stone as a contour on my lip, because, you know, contouring is just like adding some shading and shadows have gray. That's why I like stone. So pretty. So now we're gonna add the lipstick. I'm gonna do Sextrology from Pat McGrath. This is my favorite pinky nude. I love this one so much. And I'm gonna pat it in the center. Look at that, so pretty, oh my god. I think I will do a gloss. No, I'm gonna do a gloss. So pretty, look at that, oh my gosh. Do a pink gloss. This one is from Lemonade. And I'm not gonna cover the shadow. I'm gonna keep it there because again, if you cover it, it's gonna wipe away the illusion. Cool, so let's put on the lace front. I'm excited, oh my gosh. Okay, so how I put on my lace fronts, I do the temporary way because obviously I'm not gonna wear the hair every freaking day. So all you need is a bald cap or wig cap, sorry, a wig cap that matches your skin tone, and then the Got2b glue spray. I love this one. I'm just gonna shake it and then spray the perimeter of the cap. So just like that, let it dry. Then you want to put some of the glue. This is the Ultra Glue from obviously Got2b. I'm gonna take just a little bit at a time and then glue the perimeter as well. So you want to let this dry as if you're letting your lashes dry. So it should get tacky as well. You don't want this product to be wet because you're gonna ruin your lace front and the application. So I do the middle first. And I just kind of do that. So I already have a clear idea of where I want my lace to start, and I bring it down because I feel like, you know, it minimizes my forehead. And if you want this to dry quicker, make sure you get a blow dryer that has a cool setting. The reason for that is because these products, moisture, it comes off with moisture. So you want to do a cool setting because hot obviously is going to give you moisture into your hairline and you're gonna start sweating, and that's not a good idea. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna let this dry and then I'll show you guys how I put on my lace front. Alright, so I already pre-styled my lace front wig, and I'm gonna do this pink one with the Marilyn curls. So what I do, I kind of dip my head back into it. Grab it from the back and then make sure it's like on the back. And then I grab the lace front. Shit. Let me clip these. There we go. So I grab the lace, make sure it's kind of flipped up like this, and then I pull it forward onto my new hairline. Cool. So now I got it the way I want it. I'm just gonna go and grab like my spatula. I'm gonna grab my spatula and then kind of press it into the glue. So you want to press it down when it's tacky so that way it really stays. And then you want to melt it into the skin. Let's remove the clips. Cool, so what I usually do, I just grab the same Got2b glue and then spray the perimeter, but I make sure it doesn't drip on my face, so I just kind of use my finger to stop it. And then I'm just doing the side as well. This is just how I do it temporarily, and it stays for the most part, but obviously if I'm going out, then I'll use more of the glue or the gel. So once this dries, I'm gonna go ahead and put bronzer on top, just very lightly. Alright you guys, so this is the final look. I hope you guys learned something from today's video. Don't forget to comment, like, thumbs up, and hit subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!